But where did you go this particular trip? What are we talking about?
Well, this time we went from Togo to Benin, which is just a little hop across the border.
So those two countries are side by side.
Yeah, so Togo is on the west side of Benin, and then we have Burkina Faso, Niger, and on the east side we have Nigeria.
Those are the ones that surround Benin.
And of course the southern end of Benin is the ocean, the Atlantic.
Atlantic Ocean.
And so they have ports there where they export cotton and agricultural products.
And these countries have the French influence because of colonial times in the past. Is that right?
Yeah, they're former French colonies,
Okay.
but they're still part of France. France still has a large influence on these countries along.
They've kept their ties kind of like the Commonwealth with the United Kingdom.
With the UK, that's
Okay.
right.
Well, tell us about Benin. What's God doing there?
Well, we actually have 20 gospel outreach workers there, although we have only 13 pastors. And as we have seen in other countries, often the pastors have multiple tasks. I mean, the mission president, the president, the secretary, they all have churches. And so they're kept very busy. But our gospel outreach workers are the main influence for church growth in Benin. It's very, very important. We have actually 8,000 members. Just this last year, last year in March, they actually became a federation, which is what is called in French. We would call it a conference in English.
And financially, that means that
they're more on their own, but they actually find out that when they get on their own, sometimes it's more difficult than when they're a mission, because as a mission, they get more funds from outside. And so they have to depend more upon their own people.
Own resources.
Yes.
And
and so they've had their challenges. But anyway, our work is going forward there. As if on the map it showed it was a long country. And
have we seen that map yet?
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw it. And so to go north would be like a 10-hour trip by bus.
Okay.
And so we actually, what we have found is, we have had an emphasis on taking the gospel to large cities, that there are many cities who don't know about Jesus anymore. And so we're finding out Cotonou is, which is part of Benin, I don't know, is it the capital? No, it's not the capital. Ouidah is the capital.
But it's a big city.
But it's one of the largest cities. It has almost 2 million people. And so a lot of our gospel outreach workers are stationed around.
So are they doing work in the urban environment or in the rural, or both?
Well, it's both.
It is both.
So most of the population is all around the cities. That's the way it is in most countries. Most of the population, especially in the tropics, where living is more difficult out there in the jungles and in the bush country, people, they grow up and they get educated and they come to the city.
That's where the work is.
And for jobs.
The majority of the work is, and that's where the majority of the economy is.
I've heard that that's true all over the world,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
the cities
Yes.
are becoming the place where people live.